You might think the hard part is over once you found your seat, buckled up, and put your bag away. But the truth is, that's exactly when most air travel mistakes begin. Airlines quietly record thousands of passenger incidents every single month, some ending in arrests, huge fines, or even medical emergencies. Today, we're going through 15 things you should never do at 30,000 feet. And I promise you, number one is so risky that airlines don't even mention it during the safety briefing. Prior to starting, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss critical travel tips such as this. Number 15, disregarding airline dress codes. You might be thinking that after you pass security, your dressing is your personal preference. Not exactly. Airlines do and will deny boarding to passengers if they find that clothes violate appearance policies. These policies differ by airline and even by flight route. In 2021, Turkish bodybuilder Deniz Saypanar was denied boarding on an American Airlines flight because her shorts were deemed too short. It was sexist, she claimed, but policy said the airline. For flights to more conservative destinations, such as Indonesia or parts of the Middle East, sleeveless shirts or tight attire can have you turned back. Even flip-flops are prohibited on some flights. Tip: always carry a modest spare set of clothes in your carry-on so that you can change in a hurry if necessary. Number 14, not using airplane mode. No, keeping your phone on won't cause the plane to crash to the ground, but it can disrupt cockpit systems. In 2017, a Boeing 737 had navigation display malfunctions during a flight, and investigators suspected that a passenger's phone was involved. It's like a radio trying to receive two stations simultaneously. Skewed signals can create life-threatening delays in taking off or landing. Even some intrepid travelers get fined for disobeying crew instructions repeatedly. Tip: turn airplane mode on before boarding. It prevents confusion, keeps the crew content, and reserves your battery for when you arrive. Number 13, pranking the PA system. Emerson Collins, an actor, got stranded on a flight with uncanny, guttural sounds continuously blaring through the speakers for hours in 2022. There was someone who had hacked into the PA, and the crew weren't able to switch it off. It may be amusing on social media, but it is a serious offense to interfere with airplane comms. Even to do it as a prank can result in fines, bans, or even imprisonment. That particular flight's prankster was never apprehended. Pro tip: if you ever notice that someone is tampering with equipment, discreetly alert the crew. Number 12, utilizing the seat pocket as a garbage can. That pocket in front of you may be convenient, but it is one of the filthiest places on the plane. Flight attendants have discovered soiled diapers, undergarments, and even bottles of urine within. Planes are usually turned around in minutes, not hours, so deep cleaning hardly ever occurs. So the snack you leave there could be cohabiting with bacteria from hundreds of other travelers. Tip: keep trash bagged until the crew comes to get it, and never place food in the seat pocket. Number 11, impersonating service animals with pets. Some riders attempt to get out of pet fees by impersonating service animals. Humans have even brought pigs and peacocks aboard, but occasionally it's more than absurd, it's hazardous. A man brought an Egyptian cobra in his carry-on. It struck him halfway through the flight and got loose, causing the plane to make a forced landing. Due to such misuse, most airlines only permit service dogs that are properly trained. Violating these regulations may lead to hefty fines or even a lifetime ban on flying. Pro tip: book your pet properly and adhere to the airline policy. And though smuggling in a cobra is uncommon, there's a much more typical in-flight error that would kill your trip, and it typically shows up right on your tray. Number 10, ordering tea or coffee in flight. That warm cup of coffee or tea may be soothing, but here's the thing: it's typically prepared using water held in onboard tanks. Numerous studies have indicated those tanks hold bacteria and even residual E. coli. The same applies to ice. And if you add alcohol to the mix, it can get worse. At high altitude, your body absorbs alcohol more quickly, which can result in bad judgment or even hazardous conduct. In 2021, one inebriated passenger became so out of control that he attempted to bite a flight attendant. The outcome? A 20-month stint in jail. Tip: drink sealed bottled beverages and leave the booze for when you arrive at your destination. But beverages aren't the only in-flight hazard. Sometimes the biggest threat is from the technology you carry aboard. Number 9, stowing lithium batteries in carry-on bags. Lithium batteries power phones, laptops, and power banks, and they're extremely combustible. A power bank aboard an airplane caught fire in an overhead compartment in 2018. Fortunately, the crew responded quickly and extinguished it. But if that same fire had started in the cargo hold, it could have been catastrophic. That's exactly why most airlines ban lithium batteries in checked bags. Pro tip: always carry them in your hand luggage and switch devices off when they're not in use. Now, let's talk about a feature above your seat that many passengers underestimate. Number 8, closing your air vent. It can be too chilly sometimes, but that small nozzle is more handy than you realize. It forces filtered air straight into your area, providing a shield against germs. Close it and you're stuck breathing more recycled cabin air, particularly dangerous during cold and flu season. Pro tip: leave the vent open, pointed at your chest, and add a sweater if you get cold. That little bit of air may be the key to remaining well or falling ill. Sure, airflow won't do much good if you commit this next blunder, and go barefoot in places you shouldn't. Number 7. Wearing bare feet on the airplane. The carpet may appear clean, but airplane floors have been exposed to spilled coffee, blood, vomit, and more unknown stains. Worse, they're not often deep cleaned between flights. Walking barefoot involves collecting bacteria and germs on every step. And if you have even a small crack or cut in your skin, those microorganisms can find their way into your blood. Even putting your bare feet up on the chair in front of you transmits germs and annoys your fellow commuters. Tip: keep your socks on or your shoes. If you're looking for comfort, pack a fresh pair of travel socks. You'll be better off for your health and the people around you. And if bare feet are your worst nightmare, wait until you hear about people who take it to another level, literally. Number 6. Climbing into overhead bins. It may be humorous on social media to get wedged into a bin as a joke or photo opportunity, but it's embarrassing and dangerous. Overhead bins aren't meant to have people in them. They're not secured, so unexpected turbulence might toss you onto the aisle or ruin someone's property. In 2019, a Southwest flight attendant made headlines for greeting flyers from within a bin. It was news, but it also created a dangerous precedent that might result in injuries. Tip: save the bins for bags. If you need to stretch out, do that in the aisle after the seatbelt sign goes off. Your back and the airline's insurance agents will appreciate it. And for goodness sake, don't talk on your phone. The next mistake can hurt you in ways you won't even realize until you're injured too badly to care. If you're getting something out of this, now is the ideal time to hit subscribe and like. And don't go anywhere. The top 5 blunders might totally shake up the way you travel. Number 5. Sleeping through takeoff or landing. You recognize that painful blocked ear sensation when the plane is taking off or landing. That's cabin pressure shifting too quickly. If you're sleeping, you can't swallow or yawn in an attempt to equalize the pressure, and that's likely to lock air into your ears. The outcome may be excruciating pain, nosebleeds, dizziness, or even permanent hearing damage. Some passengers woke up during flight with ear issues that lasted for days. The best bet is to remain awake until the airplane has leveled off at cruising altitude, then sleep. The same applies to descent. Wake up roughly 30 minutes prior to landing to allow your ears to adapt. Pro tip: chew gum, drink water, or swallow frequently in order to maintain the pressure equilibrium. And although your ears might be problematic on a flight, your eyes are similarly at risk, particularly if you wear contact lenses. Number 4. Keeping contact lenses in for extended periods of time. Plane cabins are far drier than most realize, and the dry air desiccates your eyes fast. For those who wear contact lenses, this translates into the lens's adhesion to the cornea, creating minute scratches that result in infection or irritation. There are some travelers who have completed long-haul flights not being able to comfortably open their eyes. The risk is even higher if you wear your contact lenses to bed, as your eyes cannot maintain adequate lubrication throughout the flight. Tip: wear glasses on long flights or carry lubricating eye drops so you can refresh your lenses and eyes every other hour or so. And never sleep in your contacts while flying. Yes, sore eyes are annoying, but getting thrown around the cabin is worse. Number 3. Sitting up while the seat belt sign is illuminated. That flashing sign isn't an option, it's a warning. Pilots engage it when turbulence or unexpected changes are impending. Disobedience can have you crashing into the ceiling or rolling down the aisle. Even if the air seems still, the aircraft is traveling at almost 600 miles per hour, and one sharp bump can inflict serious harm. Indeed, in-flight falls due to turbulence are one of the most frequent in-flight medical emergencies. Tip: remain seated until the sign turns off. If you absolutely must use the restroom, wait for a more even patch. A couple of minutes of patience can save you from a hospital visit. And although turbulence may leave you with bruises, sitting for too long a time may cause an even more perilous problem. Number 2. Being seated for the whole flight. Long flights may entice you to marathon movies without ever changing positions, but hours of sitting decelerate your blood flow and increase your chances of deep vein thrombosis, or DVT. This condition can cause painful swelling in your legs, and in severe cases, blood clots that travel to your lungs. Even young and otherwise healthy passengers have developed DVT mid-flight. The risk rises if you're over 50, dehydrated, or flying for more than 4 hours. Pro tip: every couple of hours, get up, stretch, or take a short walk down the aisle. Even the simple ankle circles or calf raises in your seat can keep your blood flowing. But more than anything, there's one offense that's absolutely inexcusable in the air. Number 1. Threats or joking about bombs. It sounds stupid, but it still happens. NFL player Trevor Davis joked about bringing explosives through check-in in 2018. He was arrested the second he stepped off the plane, missed his flight, and got serious legal issues. Airport security must take every single threat seriously, no matter how obvious it's a joke. Even mentioning the word bomb offhand in line can set off a chain reaction that grounds aircraft and inconveniences hundreds of passengers. Tip: save the jokes for when you get where you're going. Any mention of explosives or weapons in an airport or on an aircraft can end your journey before it starts. And that's it. 15 things you never want to do on an airplane if you care about your health, don't want to pay a fine, and want your trip to remain on schedule. Which one surprised you the most? Leave your answer in comments. You might save another traveler from making the same mistake. Thanks for flying smarter with Fly Smarter channel, and safe travel.